Boom, bitches. Hello.
Hi.
How is everybody doing today? I am fine. The train has been honking at me for the past like 20 minutes, but it's finally stopped. We could finally come live. I am fine.
Sorry, I'm done, I promise.
Spirit is busy talking in what's it? Bread House.
Bread house, yeah.
Yeah, he's talking in the group chat called Bread House. Bread House.
Bread house. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, you're not gonna tell anyone about what you're talking about in Bread House?
My youngest sister is learning Korean and she's sharing with us the funny words that she learns. Bakery is bread house. Karaoke room is song room. It's great. Wrist is like arm neck.
Arm neck?
Yeah. It's great. But I had to finish off that conversation and then tell her, I have to go, Stream Tim.
You have to go.
I have to go.
Have to go. Oh, look at Sun already getting our content warning pinned and everything. So delightful.
Sun was more prepared than us.
You saying I wasn't prepared? I took a shower and everything for this. I actually showered for you people.
He did. He went and showered just before this.
Mm-hmm. I am soggy because I am 25 years old and I don't know how to dry off properly. I wish I was joking. I don't know if it's just that our towels are crap or if it's that I don't know how to dry myself off, but I am always soggy. Soggy.
Soggy boy.
I am a soggy man. Anyway, would you like to read the content warning, sir, who has the mouse? Because I cannot read, I don't have the mouse.
You don't have the mouse. This game includes graphic depictions of violence and several troubling themes centered around abuse. The final door includes torture, murder, beheading, breaking bones, human trafficking, slavery, child abuse, emotional abuse, severed limbs, psychological manipulation, imprisonment resulting in death, suicide, the murder of sex workers, misogyny, paedophilia, and child sexual abuse.
So, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
And if you can't do any of those bets, then you don't have to stay. No worries, no pressure.
No pressures.
No, the only time people have to stay is when we're talking about Bread House.
Bread house.
Bread House. But we've talked about Bread House. Bread House is done, so you may do what you want.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm gonna switch screens if you'd be so kind as to click on the game. Boom.
Boom.
Right, I want a Bread House too.
Bread house is just such a fun way to refer to a bakery. Like, I love that.
I'm sad that there isn't a bakery called Bread House that's like Waffle House's fucking rival.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. Or Waffle House opens up a bakery and calls it Bread House.
Yes.
Like, I would love to see Waffle House open up a bunch of other chains. Just insert word here, plus house.
Yeah. Choo choo.
I thought you were done, train.
Choo choo.
I thought you were done.
No.
Choo choo.
Inspect.
Probably should have just stopped after the
Should have just went hee hee.
But no, I forgot there was a hee hee. The fact I'm even able to talk with Giselle right now is a miracle and a blessing. So it's avarice for me to yearn for more, knowing that I've already been granted such a bounty. I want to see her face as much as she wants to see mine. She's infinitely more expressive than me, and I want a good long look at all those many expressions up close. I want more than just her voice. I want more than just the train honk. I want her whole body. I want to feel her warmth. In this era, I have all 5 of my senses in full working order, as I did when I was alive. Giselle, though, she doesn't. She remains dead. As lively as she may be now, that's one thing she did not get back. I truly wish that she could have been here too. She would have certainly found more joy in her renewed life than me. And she certainly belongs under the sun far more than I do. But she, rather than me, was the one left behind in the realm of darkness. A fact that frustrates me immensely. In life, I would have considered her remark about seeing her in my dreams silly and saccharine. But now, I very much hope it happens. Two days until her death.
2 days.
Not today. It's 2 days. I can't believe you're wanting her to die.
No. No.
Fuck knows is this? Wake up. Probably you.
Come on, wake up, please. Come on, up with you.
Oh, no. I just assumed it was you. Oh, thank goodness. You were out so good, I was scared you might be dead for a minute. Good morning, how are you feeling? Why are you looking at me like I just kicked your cat? It's incredible how much more pleasant it is to be woken up by a woman than a boy. That's the thanks I get for waking you up. Or did I interrupt a nice dream? I did, didn't I? And it was a dirty dream too, I bet. You definitely seem like a mind-in-the-gutter kind of guy. I will murder you. Whoa. Let's not be hasty now. You said you were gonna help me out. That doesn't sound very helpful. And the worst part of how similar his wake-up call was to Giselle. See, I wasn't completely stupid for thinking it was her. I'm just kidding. And you know, I can get up on my own. Fair enough, I guess. So put yourself in my shoes for a sec. I came in and you were still as a corpse. It startled me enough I took your pulse. You touched me while I was sleeping. It was faint, but it was there. That's wonderful news. They're handing out breakfast in the dining hall. You can go get a plate yourself if you want. It's just some bread and wine, though. Oh, is it a bread house?
Is it bread house?
Wow, I love you guys.
Bread house.
Bread house.
Bread house. That's the line, bread house. There's quite a crowd. All the people were helping with the festival prep, so you should probably hurry if you want some.
Yes, welcome in.
Ooh, hello! Hold on, I need a minute. My mind is still waking up.
Welcome to the bread house.
First off, I thought you said the church wasn't offering boarding at the moment, so why a dining hall? Why a bread house? Right, it's not, but they still do offer breakfast. For free, of course. I see. Now, what do you mean by festival prep? As I mentioned yesterday, the Heart of the Harvest Festival is here at the church, but it's a city-wide event. There are all sorts of supplies that need to be purchased, decorations made and put up, that sort of thing. So we've got volunteers from the city here to help. I see. I believe today they're supposed to be putting up decorations outside the chapel, so the courtyard should be a bustle. The courtyard? Just keep naming places and him going, what? The what? Yeah, less court, more yard, really. We passed through it on our way here yesterday. Oh, right. I think I know what you're referring to. So, as long as I'm here, I don't have a choice but to help with prep. I'd honestly rather set Morgana free right now. But the other two are still bound to find out if either of us do anything too conspicuous. 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 Ah, yes.
Conspicuous.
Conspicuous. Conspicuous.
What?
How dare.
What the fuck did I do?
I don't know, but I'll find out. So for now, I should stick to my routine, at least where people can see me. That would be the smart thing to do. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you're planning when you're planning on doing anything. If there's anything I can do to help, I will. I'll let you know. Okay, well, I should get going. See you later, I guess. Well, do you know where I could find the nun? Her? She should be in the dining hall. Thank you. And the other two men? the Lord and his bodyguard? They're only around early mornings and nights, so I doubt either of them are here right now. Why only then? That's when we go up into the tower. Though even if they were on the property, you wouldn't be able to just walk up and talk to them. Especially not the Lord. Also, I don't keep track of where they go or what they do, sorry. I really don't want to know what they're up to. So I've kept my distance. Understandable. Thank you anyway. See you later. He's holding it together fairly well, all things considered.
Finally resolving to do something about Morgana took a big weight off his shoulders, I guess.
Oh, Giselle.
Good morning, Michael.
Morning. It's a bit soon to be feeling relieved, I think. There's still work to be done before Mel can face Morgana.
That first step is still a big one, though. At least for him.
I suppose.
Anyway, it sounds like the Lord is going to be difficult to make contact with, which is what I was afraid of.
Our only opportunities are when he's here to feed Morgana.
Mel did say he didn't keep close tabs on the two of them, so there might be more than just that. First priority is getting you fed, though. So off to the dining hall we go.
Out of curiosity, did you sleep at all?
I haven't been sleepy once since I became the maid. But I'm used to it, so don't worry about me.
You said you see what I'm seeing there in the darkness, didn't you?
That's what it looks like, at least.
Which means when my eyes are closed, she has no light at all. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to sleep after all.
I know what you're thinking, Michael. And no, you're wrong. You need your sleep.
Does he, though? Does he really?
He needs the EP times.
Does he really?
EP. You won't have the energy to do anything if you don't keep yourself well rested and nourished.
I mean, I guess I can't talk. I did EP right before the stream, right before my shower.
EP.
We went to EP.
Yeah.
You're right. We should get going.
To the dining hall.
To the dining hall. To Bread House.
To the bread house.
I make my way through the halls to the room with the fireplace, the area I used as a living room, and the area currently serving as a dining hall. Sitting in the center of the room is a long table lined with bread and wine. Standing behind the table and handing out food to the long line of people is the nun. This being a church, no one is speaking especially loudly. But there's still an indistinct buzz hanging in the air as dozens of people whisper back and forth. The majority of people in the room look poor, like they genuinely need the assistance, but there are a handful of those who look more than well off.
That's a lot more people than I was expecting.
They don't turn anyone away. Which, as I recall from Morgana's account, nearly drained the church of everything it had once.
They don't seem to be for want of supplies at the moment, though. I assume that's thanks to the Lord's patronage.
Most likely.
In any event, I doubt we're getting anywhere near her in the mornings. She looks like she's got her hands full.
That doesn't change the fact we need to speak with her. I'm going to try and squeeze past the crowd.
What? Michael, wait a second.
You can be this man.
I can be this man, okay. Hey now, no cutting in line, young man. We've been waiting since dawn.
Please let me through. I have business with the nun.
I ain't letting you through just because you told me to.
This is important.
No more important than any of our business. Our lives depend on this food. So get your tail to the back of the line. Here we go. What seems to be the trouble?
Could I ask for a moment of your time? I need to speak with you.
Well, as you can see, I'm a bit occupied.
I won't take much of your time, I promise. But it's very important you.
Give it a rest already, young man. Can't you see she ain't interested? Give me a hand getting this guy out of here, fellas.
What? Wait!
Just don't get rough, okay? Of course, I'll Saintess. Back up, young man. You need some time outside to cool off.
Stop! Watch the hair!
Not his hair.
Not his hair. Well, that went extraordinarily well.
You know, Michael, sometimes I can't decide whether you're calculated or reckless
Who?
Who?
And now I realize I never got that bread. He didn't get that bread.
He didn't get that bread. We should wait and try to talk to the nun when she's not so busy. She has to have some free time during the day.
You're right.
What do you say we take a look around the mansion while we're waiting? Who knows? Maybe we'll run into someone else.
Alright.
Don't let it get to you.
I did the sippy.
You did the sippy.
Sippy. As Mel said it would be, the mansion was packed compared to yesterday, and most everyone I saw appeared to be excited for the upcoming harvest festival. A number of them even greeted me as we passed in the halls. They were so nonchalant about it, I wasn't sure how to react. I was amazed that anyone, let alone multiple people, would treat me so normally, considering how far from normal I looked. There were a few surprised looks, and of course, but no one called me a demon or an angel based solely on my appearance. Perhaps they were just used to seeing people of all different colors around the city, so they had an easier time accepting the way I looked. No matter the reason, though, it was quite nice being treated normal. After meandering through the mansion for a while, I made my way to the chapel. Despite knowing I have no way into the tower, part of me still wants to be near it. So I head to the back of the podium where the stained glass window towers over me. It's the same as I remember.
I've always loved this window. It makes me feel like I've got an angel watching over me.
Had I been given a different name, maybe I would feel the same. That said, I don't dislike it as much as I used to.
I'm glad to hear it.
Off to the side at the very back of the room is the door leading to the observation tower. It's chained shut though, that's no surprise. The lock is the same as the one I saw back in the mansion, but the chains are just regular chains. They're not glowing with that awful black light, they're simply dull and grey.
If only I had an axe, then we could just chop the door right down.
I don't think an axe would help. See, if it were wood, maybe. But this is metal and rather heavy at that.
You never know. Hit it enough and anything will break eventually.
We'd be in chains ourselves before we made it through the door. What are you doing there? Ha, look at me being right on my second time having to guess a person.
Look at you go. It's him.
I was under the impression that you and the Lord were only around in mornings and nights. And why would you know that? Shit. Who are you?
He's getting suspicious, Michael.
I'll take care of it. I'm a friend of Mel's. A friend of his. Does that surprise you? Never once have I seen a friend of his before. He has plenty of friends, I'm sure. No one has the opportunity to pay him a visit, that's all. Never mind the boy's social dealings. Was he the one who told you my schedule? That I work for the Lord? I've got to be careful what I say here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Big sneeze.
Big sneeze.
Or he's gonna start getting suspicious of Mel. I asked him. Asked him what? I heard some talk around town saying the Lord was seen coming in and out of the estate on more than one occasion. Naturally, that caught my attention. A lowly peasant like myself almost never has the opportunity to cross paths with the Lord. So hearing he was a regular visitor here, I was hoping for the honor of catching a glance at him. When I asked Mel about the Lord, he mentioned he had a bodyguard, which got me wondering, what kind of person would be so distinguished to entrust his life to? Dig around much, you're liable to end up in the ground yourself. So he told you I was the Lord's bodyguard. Was he not supposed to for some reason? No. It's true, I am his bodyguard. The question is, how did you know it was me? It wasn't difficult. You do rather stand out from the crowd. From Mel's description, I was able to recognize you almost immediately. If our roles were reversed, you would have similarly little trouble identifying me from a short description. The only thing distinct about me is my race. Where do you come from, if I may ask? Beyond the Silk Road. From the east, then, what country? Is that any of your concern? No, I'm just curious. Why is your hair white? Why are your eyes red? They're naturally that color. Is that so? Nature can be quite the ball and chain. I'm surprised they're getting so much out of the fucking swordsman.
Yeah.
I'm like, every other time we've encountered him, he's been like, slice, dice, dead. But he's actually sitting here talking to him, which
Yeah.
definitely seems interesting.
Yeah.
But I'll let Giselle get back to commenting on it, because of course she's gonna comment on it too.
Mm-hmm. Is it just me, or does it sound like he's sympathizing with you?
It's hard to say. Honestly, I'm still having trouble reading him.
Either way, it sounds like he bought your explanation.
So it does, which is a relief. Now, what business do you have with this door? The door was not my objective. I came to look at the stained glass window. I happened to notice the door with an unusual lock off to the side, and I got curious and went to look at it up close. The area behind the pulpit is off limits. I was unaware. Maybe I'll have to put ropes up then. Why is it off limits, though? Is that any of your concern? Seems to be his favorite question.
Yeah.
No, but the way you're talking about it has piqued my curiosity. Do you not know how to keep your nose out of places it doesn't belong? Get out of here. And don't come back. As you wish. Hold on. Yes? Your name. Michael. Michael. Almost the same as the angel there. That would be because I was named after him. I see. What an unfortunate name. I despise angels. May I ask what yours says? I have no name. You don't have... What do you... Never mind. Farewell. He has no name.
No name.
No name. Maybe his name is Breadhouse.
He is Breadhouse.
He is the one for whom the house is named Breadhouse.
Breadhouse.
Honk!
Honestly.
Honk! Honk, 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 honk. Honk, 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 honk.
It feels so much louder when we stream.
Mm-hmm.
When we're not streaming, it doesn't sound so loud.
It's probably because when we're not streaming, we've got like really loud noise going on in here. But
oh, bless you.
excuse me. When we're screaming, not screaming.
I'm not screaming.
When we're screaming, honk. When we're streaming, it's really quiet in here, because you can't have the audio doubling back on the mic.
Yeah.
So that is probably what it is.
Oh wow, that was scary. He does not want anyone getting near that door, huh? I thought he was gonna pull his sword on you.
I wonder, would I die if he tried to kill me?
There aren't many people who could get away from a blade like that, especially in his hands unharmed.
You're probably right. Having already died once, the idea of doing so again feels wrong somehow.
You managed to talk him down though. I'm surprised.
You're not fucking scraping.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why?
Why? You're quite the accomplished liar, Michael.
Is that so?
hard to believe that was the same awkward, stuttering Michael I know and love.
Am I really that much of a bumbling fool normally?
I wonder what he was doing back there, though. It's well past dawn.
Standing watch, presumably. With as many people as there are roaming about, he's probably worried people like me are getting near the door. I doubt he plans on spending much time anywhere else until the festival's over.
And with him on guard, we've got pretty much no access to the door. And I sure hope we can talk him over to our side.
Mull was never an enthusiastic accomplice. His guilt is what allowed us to win him over and get him to confess everything. On the other hand, he's not likely to be so forthcoming.
It all depends on how deep his ties to the nun are. Presumably, she's the reason he's involved.
That said,
Hmm?
we managed to communicate well enough.
Are you still sore that I called you awkward?
No, I don't mean me. I mean him.
Huh? Oh.
He was far from rational or coherent when he was living with you in the mansion.
You're right. He does seem like a completely different person here. Losing his memory in the shipwreck was probably what triggered his transformation into the beast. So I guess this must be what he was like before that.
What he carries inside him now is no different than it was then. He's simply able to hold himself in equilibrium now. He was keeping a balance between his rational human side and his violent beast side.
He does somewhat remind me of Bestia during a short period of calm.
That or the glimpse we got of him on the ship while he was still a merchant. I would say that's probably closer to the man here now.
Huh? The ship?
You're the one who showed me the memory.
What? I have no recollection of that. Oh yeah, you also mentioned seeing another woman's memories behind the second door, didn't you? From outside the mansion?
You didn't see them though, as I recall.
All I'm aware of is what took place within the mansion, as well as whatever Morgana felt like telling me.
Honk.
Honk.
Well, that shows us something interesting. People, other than just Morgana, have control over the mansion. We've seen Michael have brief bouts of control, where he's been able to help Giselle, for instance. But it's interesting to see that even the people who've been cursed have some sort of pull, because that memory would have had to have come from Yukimasa.
Yeah.
It couldn't have come from anyone else. Resonation.
What?
Nothing. Morgana mentioned something about me resonating. I don't know why I would be capable of such a thing, but because of that, because of what it allowed me to see, it's all but impossible for me to ignore the plight of these people. Anyway, the point is, however rational he may appear, we mustn't forget that that is not the whole picture. He's as much a killer in this life as he was in his next. He's a man of many faces. The gentleman he was around his lover, the brutal, merciless man on the ship, and the beast that lurks beneath it all. Everyone acts differently depending on who they're around. But there's something unsettling about how he does it. I do wonder what he meant when he said he had no name.
As I recall, he was from somewhere far, far away in the second door. And he looks Asian here too, so maybe he's from the same country?
He said he crossed the Silk Road, so the eastern end of the continent, presumably. I wonder if he has the same name or not.
It was an unusual name. Oh, what was it? Ukulele.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Giselle.
No, that wasn't it. It was eucalyptus, I believe. I get the feeling we're both wrong and that I'm farther off than her. It's not the kind of name we're used to hearing or saying.
Hopefully we'll be able to get it out of him.
Hopefully. But for the time being, we should go look for the nun. I imagine she doesn't have her hands quite as full by now.
Probably not. To the courtyard we go then. Ukulele.
Eucalyptus.
Wow, the crowd just keeps on growing. Are they all helping with the decoration?
It would seem so. Preparation for the festival is in full force.
Oh, I found the nun. She's over there. She's got a bunch of people around her though. What should we do?
I'll force my way through. Like, that went great last time, Michael.
How about plan B this time? Yeah, because it definitely didn't work too well for you the first time.
Running full speed, I can only assume Nelly. Fuck knows.
Michael! Are you alright, Michael? You went down pretty hard.
Look at me.
Look at you go.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Oh, you're such a weakling, dearest Michael. I don't weigh that much. Not enough to knock you over jumping on your back.
You gave me no time to brace myself.
Pish posh, my Mel would have had no problem catching me, and then he would have spun me around like a princess at a ball.
Unreasonable doesn't even begin to describe your expectations. Are you sure you should be running around like that? Though you're in rather poor health.
Amazingly, I'm actually feeling pretty good, and I haven't even had any medicine today. Maybe because I cleared things up with Mel yesterday? I cried my eyes out last night, but I feel better now.
I'm glad to hear it. They do say health is as much mental as it is physical. Really? Who said that back in that time period? Who said that?
Who said that, Michael?
Who? Where did you hear that? Who?
Whom?
So you might keep getting better if you stay positive. Just don't push yourself.
Why, thank you for your concern, my dearest Michael. She's taken quite a liking to you. How do you like that? It's nice, isn't it?
I'm more not sure how to react.
Oh, just go along with it. You know you want to. Oh, I wish I could be there too. I want to pat that sweet little head of hers.
What do you think she is, a cat? Now that she's opened up though, I will admit she's rather sweet. Yes, Nagito, you are a cat. I'm sorry that you thought I was implying that you are not a cat. You are a cat, Nagito. So what do you think she is, a cat? And he just looked up at me. He's like, what am I? I'm a cat!
I'm a cat!
But yes, you are. So now he's laying back down. He's been assured he's a cat. He lay down. He calm now. Oh, there you are, Nelly.
He take big sippies.
I hydrate, don't dehydrated. For free.
For free.
Don't run off like that. You scared me.
It's not my fault you lost sight of me, dearest Mel.
Well, I'll try to keep a better eye on you. So you came to check out the courtyard, Michael. You know, you really stand out from the crowd. You're so pale I could tell it was you way off in the distance. I'm well aware of how conspicuous I am.
Hey.
Ah, I did it.
You did it.
I don't see that word written often, okay? Like, the last time I saw that word written would have had to have been the last time I played this.
Yeah.
And I mean played it all the way through. I don't mean last week before anyone's like, but you played it last week. No, that is not what I mean.
No.
No!
No.
But everyone's so unconcerned. It's honestly kind of disconcerting. I can't say people don't think you look unusual, but no one's afraid of you or anything. It's not easy looking so different from everyone else, is it? It comes with its disadvantages, yes.
Yes.
And she would have to deal with the same thing. That's another thing I regret. I wish I could have treated her more like a regular person. I guess I just wasn't mature enough to accept her. You spent much of your life in a very sheltered environment. So it's only human that you would have difficulty accepting something that didn't fit within your view of the world. That doesn't make you a bad person. Regardless, you did treat her like a regular person. That's the reason she accepted your invitations to go on walks. I guess. Question. You know what she looks like, right? I do. What did you think the first time you saw it? I know it's not the most tactful question, but I thought nothing of it. I simply saw her as a person, as a girl. I see. What do you know? It looks like I am a bad guy. He's a bad guy. You bad guy. Ha! He bad guy. But that does not mean he is bad guy. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Someone's gonna start DMing you the word conspicuous every day.
Alright, do it. Come on, fucking do it. Let's go. You should have to use it in a new and unique sentence every day.
But just the singular word conspicuous.
I'm trying to make it difficult for him. It's funnier if it's just the word. But I'm being difficult. Oh my god. And you're a right saint. No, I've simply seen much worse. You know, you remind me of her. I do. I mean, you're much more personable than her, but oh, what's the word? It's not just the way you look, but there's something a little different than everyone else about you. Like an aura or something, I'm not sure. You sneakily doing things?
I was trying to get rid of some Discord notifications.
Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. I wasn't trying to insult you or anything, yes?
Heck.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if it was tick or if it was the flies being back.
No, I haven't seen a fly.
We finally got the maintenance people to spray the apartment. We've tried for the past couple of weeks, and they've refused to come in because, you know, kitty cats. But today, they came in, so...
Yes.
We hope. You have to sign a lease. Oh. You sign it, mostly. What did you even have to do when you got on the lease here?
I read
You
through it,
signed it?
and then signed it, and then did the detail, the initials, wherever they wanted it.
It was just pretty much signing it. And you had to show residency papers.
Yeah. I had to show that I was allowed to stay here.
Yeah, he'd be like, I'm allowed in country. Please let in.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to insult you or anything. But I mean, like yesterday, you were talking like a prophet. I'm almost beginning to think that maybe you really did see a vision from God.
Enough with all the grown-up talk already. You lost me ages ago.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Who cares if Michael's a saint or a prophet or the archangel himself? Michael is my second brother. Besides, he doesn't look all that weird to me. The saintess is probably just an ordinary girl too. I'm big enough now that I won't think badly of her no matter what she looks like.
You are, yeah.
And when she's free and feeling better again, maybe we can get together and make something. That would be lots of fun. She'll forgive you, I'm sure of it.
Oof. You know, maybe we shouldn't be talking about this so loudly. We wouldn't want anyone to overhear us.
Oh right, sorry. But everyone's so busy prepping for the festival. I'm sure we're fine.
Me when I'm trauma dumping on you in public at places and you're like looking around like people are gonna hear and I'm just like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Fine.
Better safe than sorry though.
As you say, dearest Mel. So Michael, are you here to help with prep?
No, I was hoping I could find some time to talk with the nun.
With all the people coming and going, she's gonna have her hands full until the festival starts.
Well, that's unfortunate. Is it really that important that you talk to her? She may be able to give us information that could assist with the second key. Fuck, I dropped a seed.
Oh no, you dropped a seed.
Oh, wait. I found it.
You found the seed.
The second key? You're not saying she's involved too, are you? By my estimation, she doesn't know anything. She is, however, very much connected to the swordsman. Much like how you acted to help your sister, I believe the nun is his driving force. Are you serious? I find that hard to believe. I mean, she's such a loving, charitable woman. And he's, well, a savage brute. A murderer. It has to be her, though. Have you ever seen the two of them acting particularly close? Never. She's kind to everyone. I've seen them talking once or twice, sure. But she wasn't acting any differently than she does around anyone else. It certainly doesn't seem like they had anything going on.
Maybe they're hiding it. Surely there's something between them.
I would certainly presume so.
Nuns aren't allowed to be romantically involved, so they could be having secret trysts. A forbidden romance. How exciting. So you need to talk with her then, Michael. Leave it to me.
You can do it?
Well, right now she's showing people how to make the decorations, weaving straw into crowns and flowers and other things. I know how to make them too, so I can take her place teaching for a little.
I appreciate it, but if anyone should be offering to help, it's me.
There's a bunch of them already done, like over there, hanging off the tree branches. Can you make those?
They're very intricately designed.
You'd have to be really good at weaving to make those, let alone teach other people how. You should take her up on an offer.
You're right. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated.
You got it. I'll let her know you want to talk, so just hold tight. And Judy this Mel are coming with me. You get to help make decorations.
I'm no good at this stuff, though.
No, I said you're coming and that's all there is to it. With me as your teacher, you'll be a pro in no time.
Yeah, alright, you win. Let's go.
Ellie seems to be in good shape and it doesn't look like last night caused any problems for them. I'm relieved.
Hopefully they can continue down this path.
They'll be fine, I'm sure.
I pray they will be. Now, we should have a little time before the nun's available to talk, so I'd like to find some shade.
Oh, is it pretty bright out today?
I thought you could see through my eyes.
I can, yes. I can see what's going on, just not as clearly as you. Not enough to tell how strong the sun is, for example.
I see.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. If a person says they fine, they rarely fine.
Really fine.
I say, but the backs of my eyes are starting to hurt. 2 days now with hardly a cloud in sight.
Beep, 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 beep.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Tweet, 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 tweet. Oh, there you are. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long.
No, no worries. I apologize for pulling you away from your duties at such a busy time.
After that little surprise this morning, I figured you must really have something you want to say.
I do, something very important. And if possible, I'd like to discuss it with you somewhere a little bit more private.
Let me guess. You're going to propose to me?
Wow, okay.
No, you should know better than that. I am a servant of God the Father. He is the only companion I am permitted to have.
I know, no, I just want to...
I know, I'm kidding. I just wanted to tease you a bit. I can't be away for very long though, alright?
I will do my best to keep it short.
Okay, let's head inside and find the room then.
After you. May I ask you something, Giselle?
Oh, yes, what is it?
Is there something about me that makes people want to tease me?
No, not at all.
So yes. Yes,
What
definitely.
would ever give you that idea?
Yes, definitely. If you say so.
He does not grasp the sarcasm.
Alright, you have my undivided attention. Make yourself comfortable and speak whenever you're ready. I'm here to help those in need. My ears are at your service. The good, the bad, the ugly. Tell me anything and everything.
I feel like she's gonna regret that.
Yeah.
You're a nun. You should probably have. You should probably be a little more particular with your conversation topics.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I actually want to talk about you rather than myself.
About me?
You or the people you associate with, I suppose. Are you acquaintances with the Asian swordsman?
The Lord's bodyguard? I mean, I know of him, but I can't say I know terribly much about him. What?
I was under the impression you were quite intimate with him.
Did someone tell you we were?
No, that was just the feeling I had.
Remember, I am a nun. Whatever you think you saw, you were probably imagining. I'm not allowed to give any man special treatment, let alone be intimate with one.
That sounds like an admission.
Yeah.
There is something between you, though.
What do you mean, something between us? Maybe you should try telling her what we know about him here. His primary motivation is to keep our church running, after all.
Is he not here to keep this church, your church, in operation?
Is he... what? Did he tell you he was?
He did.
Oh, really? That's a little... no, that's quite surprising. I hardly ever see him talking to anyone. Are you friends with him?
Perhaps acquaintances would be a better word.
Oh, well. He seems to be a nice enough fellow.
He does he?
Does he now?
Are you really not close with him at all?
No. So if he told you he was trying to protect this church, it would have to be out of a sense of gratitude, nothing more.
I love this little thing. It dries my hair so well. I have like this little cap that I can put on, and it squeezes all the moisture out of my head. It gives me a headache if I keep it on too long, but it squeezes all the moisture.
It squeezed.
It squeezed.
Squeeze.
So my hair is all nice and dry.
Yes.
Gratitude for.
A while back, he was in a pretty bad place in life, and I gave him some food. This was when I wasn't all the way out here, but at a church in the city.
There were other nuns too, as I recall.
Right. We also served as an orphanage, so it was us and a ton of children. I've since fallen out of touch with them though. But as servants of God, it is our responsibility to offer assistance to those in need, which is exactly what I did for him. No special treatment, I just did the right thing. So whatever you think you saw between us, there's nothing there.
You're Pauline though, aren't you?
No, my name is Marie.
Marie? How can that be? How can she not be her?
Marie? That sounds a lot like a name we have behind the third door, but I don't think they're the same person.
I concur. There's no guarantee everyone's name has to be the same. Mel's and Nellie's were, which made us think that they would all be.
That's true.
And on the subject of assumptions, it's possible her connection to the swordsman is also a flawed one. Because again, all we have to go on is Mel and Nellie. Although in Morgana's story, I'm pretty sure he said something along the lines of doing what he did to keep the church running. Was he not referring to this woman?
I should get back down to the courtyard then. Nellie won't be able to handle everything on her own. It would be great if you could come help with the preparations too.
1 second. There's absolutely nothing going on between you.
Why can't you just accept the answer I've given you? I don't like being so blunt, but you're really overstepping your bounds. I said there's nothing, and there's nothing.
What do I say? If she leaves now, it won't be easy getting another chance to talk with her. Will I be able to get him to tell me his story without having her on my side, though? Will I be able to get his key?
Maybe you could try talking to him with Mel there. The two of you together could convince him to give up his key.
When I encountered his shadow in the mansion, he told me that if I had mentioned the key to him in the past, he would have cut my head from my shoulders on the spot.
Then, should we try to find the lock first instead?
I think I'll try to shake her up. Take a leap of faith on there being something between them.
Happy now? I should really get going.
Hold on, just one last thing.
Yes?
Would it be possible for you to grant me access to the observation tower?
The tower? Why?
Because the Lord and his bodyguard are keeping someone imprisoned at the top of it.
What?
They've locked up the girl with miracle blood.
It's not very appropriate to joke about things like that.
I'm not joking. The medicine you are handing out is real human blood.
What proof do you have?
I have someone else who can corroborate on my story.
And what proof do you have that they are telling the truth?
When you hear what he has to say, you'll know. But the greatest proof is his key.
Sorry, but there's no way I can believe someone's being imprisoned up here. Your claims are an affront to not only the good people who give their time, money, and hard work for the church, but to God himself.
Open the door and you can see for yourself.
I can't. I don't have the keys.
And does that not seem the slightest bit unusual to you? Does it not make you think they may be hiding something?
No, because I know what's being kept in the tower.
You know?
The observation tower is the Lord's personal property. He stores his money and valuables there because a church is less likely to be broken into than his manor.
His money?
Even thieves fear God. So you can understand why he would want to keep his property here.
Does that actually make sense, though? If he's so afraid of thieves, surely he can afford to hire more guards.
He doesn't like keeping guards around.
Why not?
Haven't you heard? There have been several failed assassination attempts.
Ass.
The Lord is not a bad man. He can just be rather aggressive in his work, which has a tendency to make a man enemies. Some of whom want to see him dead, and keeping his wealth at hand only increases that risk. Now are you satisfied?
Honk! So much honking today, Christ.
Oh my god.
That is one long honkin' honk.
One honk, long honk, honk.
Insist all you like, but he's not keeping money in the tower. He's got a...
Are you after the Lord's wealth? Is that what this is about?
What?
Again, I don't like being so blunt, but who do you think I'm more likely to believe? The Lord, who has been supporting me in this church, or you, who showed up out of nowhere demanding me to open the door?
I'm telling the truth. There's a dying girl in that tower.
I'm sorry, and I don't want to do this, but if you keep this up, I'm going to have to call the guards. I really must be going now.
The swordsman, he helped imprison the girl in the tower so he could get the money necessary to keep your church up and running. With your help, we could stop this.
Take some time to cool off.
Well, that went well.
Would I have killed her to be a little more open-minded? I really hope she considers the possibility of her telling the truth, even just a little bit.
Is she so defensive because she trusts the Lord that much? Or is it her trust in the swordsman? Or maybe it's just simply because she doesn't trust me. I think I'll head back to the courtyard. I need some time to consider our next move.
That's a good idea. And there might be something Mel and Nellie can do to help too.
Perhaps. With the nun denying any involvement with the swordsman and him being so inscrutable, I find myself at a complete loss on how to go about crossing the wall standing in my way of getting the truth out of him. My mind brings me back to the events of the second door, the most savage of the three tragedies. The things he did there were undeniably inhuman, which makes me wonder if his perspective on these events would have any influence on Morgana's perception of him. If at all, a positive influence seems less likely. Was he a man or was he a beast? If nothing else, he wanted to be a human in the beginning. What was it he truly desired? If he hadn't been under Morgana's curse, would he have wanted to be the same killer that he was?
Beep, 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 beep.
Blinding sunlight drags me from my thoughts. A radiance brighter, more intense than any I've been under today. Or rather, it's probably more my mind interpreting it that way because my eyes can't handle it anymore. In a matter of moments, all I can see is white.
Michael, are you alright?
I feel a sharp pain like someone yanking on the back of my eyes. I'm fine. I just need some shade. Giselle's voice fades away. From somewhere I think I can hear her calling my name, but instead of sound, all that reaches me is more pain. Then the world starts tilting toward me. No, not the world. It's me who's falling. Thud. He needs life alert. He has fallen. He cannot get
He's
up.
fallen and he can't get up.
He needs life alert and 2 free wellness shots. I'm not at the mansion. Where am I?
You're awake.
Morgana? What are you doing here?
Does my appearance disturb you? That is to be expected, I suppose. I am hardly what you would call attractive, after all.
Morgana,
How do you know my name?
how do I know your name? I came to save you. Where is this? Aren't you in the... Huh? What just happened? I tried to say observation tower, and my voice just completely disappeared.
Where is this? I'm not sure how you couldn't know. This is the witch's cottage by the lake. I found you unconscious outside my door, so I presumed you came here in search of my herbal medication.
Unconscious. Outside her door? Your arm.
What?
This is before she lost her arm. Does that mean I've traveled even further into the past? Or could this be? You must get yourself far away from this place, Morgana. Better yet, escape to another country entirely.
Where did that come from? I have no means of survival if I leave.
In that case, beware of 2 men who will come to visit you. Oh. Hiccup.
Hiccup.
Oh. That was such a hiccup, oh my god.
Oof.
In that case, beware of the 2 men who will come to visit you. You must not open the door for them.
What do you mean?
They're a haired boy and a... Why did I lose my voice? For all the important details. Is this really the cottage by the lake?
Take a look out the window and see for yourself.
There's nothing there. Nothing outside the window. No, that's not exactly right. It's a reddish black fog. It turns beyond the window.
A pretty lake, is it not? Not that I had any place talking about beauty.
Now I understand. This isn't the real world. Is it your world then, Morgana? Or is it a world within our dreams?
May I ask who you are?
I once spent much time at your side. This is also very strange. It was always you who was talking to me, and now you don't even know my name. Shall we talk for a bit, Morgana?
If you're going to try to convince me to leave, I won't have it. And please watch what you say. There's something very unsettling about your choice of words.
As you wish. In that case, let's talk about ourselves. For so long, I fought to fend off the things you said. Not because I had any particular dislike of you, but because I was afraid of how entrancing the sound of your voice was. I empathized with the feelings seething through your words, and that understanding almost allowed them to consume me. There was a mysterious magnetism to your voice, and as emotionally unstable as I was at the time, I couldn't have possibly withstood giving into it.
You're saying my voice is unpleasant?
Not at all. It was beautiful. Frighteningly so. I want to try again. I want you to tell me about yourself. The things you see and feel.
I will not be telling you or anyone else about myself. Because
They would have to be inhuman to empathize with you. In that case, we can start with me instead. Honestly, I don't want to talk about myself either, because it makes me feel pitiful, worthless. It's a story I would rather pretend had never happened. And it's not a story I can tell just anyone.
but you can tell me.
Indeed. I was born into this world female.
What?
From a young age, being a girl felt wrong somehow. As I grew older, my body developed like a boy's. Not entirely, though. My body is incomplete. I am missing one thing that every man is supposed to have. The change. It drove my mother to madness when she hid me away. For I was unfit to be in the presence of others. That was when I was 14 years old, and that marked the end of any semblance of normalcy in my life. Morgana, you once told me that our fates were decided before birth, both yours and mine alike. I spent my whole life rejecting that notion, insisting I was a normal person, fighting to prove I was indeed male. But now that that's all over, I think you were right. My fate was always set in stone. And perhaps if I had stopped trying to fight it, if I had shut up and accepted it, I could have lived a longer life. I could have not left Giselle behind.
Do you regret your choice?
No, I do not. No matter what could have been, I had to hold my ground. I had to keep shouting. Because if I hadn't, it would have rendered my very existence meaningless. No matter what misfortune the decision may have brought, I must not regret it. Everyone has some principle, some belief, some fundamental aspect of themselves that they must always stand in unwavering support of. Or perhaps must not lose sight of would be a better way to put it. For if we do, we lose sight of ourselves. For most people, those beliefs have probably been internalized so deeply they aren't even aware they hold them. But what we carry inside us is unique. Difficult for other people to understand, to accept, forcing us to walk a path of solitude and persecution. I believe you genuinely do have miraculous powers. And who knows, maybe your blood is special too, but I think your real power lies in your voice. Its ability to enchant anyone who hears it. But it was something that you were born with, not something you asked for. Was it not?
I am a saint and the daughter of God. That is the lot I was given, and that is the path I must walk. If I stray from that path or stop walking, I will no longer be myself. It would make me worthless. We mustn't lament the solitude we would dealt.
Maybe not, but I think if either of us had someone, even one person who accepted us, it would have caused us to see the world in a much different light. I know you had people like that. who treated you like a regular girl.
But they're gone now.
And have you never leaned on their memory?
It comes back to me from time to time, but even then they were different than me. They were so full of kindness, so very human. And while they taught me to experience their joy, not even they could change what I ultimately am. I left my humanity behind far too early in my life. And what about you? Do you have anyone special?
I do.
And do they treat you like a normal person?
She does.
However, you still know that you're different, that you can't fit in with everyone else, that you're abnormal. You do, don't you?
I'm very conscious of that fact. That on a fundamental level, I am still gray. And that so long as I am who I am, that will always be so. Nevertheless, her acceptance is what allowed me to step into the path of the walk. A path wide enough even for me, despite my abnormality.
You are, I expect, only half right about that. You're a man capable of making compromises, with a spirit strong enough to try to walk the path of humanity, while still being an outsider to it. I could never do that. Someone could be standing there, some ordinary but incredibly kind and accepting person, holding their hand out for me, and I don't think I could take it, because I know that if I do, it will only bring more pain. So if I am to take anyone's hand, it must be someone inhuman, someone fundamentally abnormal, and not just mentally or emotionally, but on a deeper level, intrinsically different.
Morgana.
Maybe you could do it. Maybe you could understand even the tiniest bit of my fate. You could do that, couldn't you? Then do it. Understand me. Empathize with me. Take some of the weight off my back.
Morgana. I have every intention of doing anything I can. But you have to understand. I am not from this time, Morgana. I cannot promise you I will be around much longer. So instead, take as much time as you need from someone who will accept you. And with them, slowly bring yourself back to the path of humanity. It will not be easy, I know. Constant fear at the looks people give you, dreading the things that they think and feel about you. Terrified by the thought that they might abandon you at any moment. The ever-present anxiety about whether you are able to fit in with them. But I know you can do it. I know that you can bring yourself back to a place you can love. Like what you had 4 years ago.
You really are. Michael, you may think talking to my past self can change something, but you're sorely mistaken. Nothing of the girl you see there remains. Poke and prod at the past all you like. It won't change anything, my dear. It's all too far gone to have any effect. Michael? Michael, are you there? Are you alright? Get up, Michael, please. Oh, thank goodness you're awake.
Did I pass out?
Oh, you're awake. Are you okay? Did you hit your head?
Nelly.
You gave everyone a big scaredy, this Michael. All of a sudden you were just on the ground. Were you feeling unwell?
No, I just have a natural sensitivity to sunlight. I apologize for any concern I caused you. Sorry for worrying you too, Giselle. And for that rather shameful display.
No need to apologise. Like you said, just sensitive to sunlight. I'm just glad you're alright, Michael. If anything, I should be the one apologising for putting so much pressure on you. I had no idea it was so bright outside. As long as you're not sick or anything. So you're feeling better now?
My head still hurts a little, but yes, I'm fine. What time is it?
Almost supper time. Which means I'd better get back to the cottage.
Was I really out that long?
At least you woke up before supper. I should get going though. See you tomorrow, Michael.
Good night, Nellie. Tomorrow is the day before Morgana's supposed to die. Our time is limited enough as it is. That said, Giselle, I saw Morgana.
What do you mean? How?
I don't know if it was in a world of her own creation or simply a dream. But in it I spoke with Morgana when she was still alive.
What was she like?
Not the Morgana we know now, not someone who seemed to feed off hatred.
So she really was a saint in life, like Mel described her.
Though I got the impression that being a saint was more like a chain around her ankle, the only way she was able to derive meaning from her life. Not to mention the other sense of solitude brought about by the knowledge that no one like her would ever come back to her life.
Do you think she wanted to break free from the chains then?
Even if she were able to, she would never be able to return to anything resembling normal. Much like I will never have a normal body. Although... Oh, you're awake. That's good. What, you came to check up on me? Don't act so surprised. I'm plenty capable of showing concern for others. That said, no, that's actually not why I'm here. He looks pale. I know you're not feeling well, but if you're up to it, would you mind joining me for supper? I don't know why you'd make such a big deal about asking me to. He's the one asking. I think he's getting suspicious. I see. I apologize for not handling my encounter with him better. Don't be. If he was sure I was playing him, I wouldn't be here. So don't blame yourself. Though, I would still appreciate it if you came. Absolutely. Turning him down would only give him more reason to be suspicious. True enough. I'll do my best not to let anything slip. You try and do the same, alright? Of course. Ooh, do we... Sniff, sniff, smell, smell. Another choice potentially coming.
Another choice coming up.
I mean, think about it. Like, we had to make a really important choice with Mel, so of course we're gonna have to make really important choices with the other two, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's get going then. Could the nun have told him what I said to her?
Whatever this is about, we don't want to keep him waiting. Be on your guard.
I will. Here he is. I see that. I've been waiting. I've saved you a couple of seats, so go on. Sit down. This is unbearable. What's the matter, Mel? You've hardly touched your food. Lost your appetite. I've never been a very big eater. No? Then why don't you give the rest to your friend here? It's a bit bland, but it's passable. Wouldn't you say? This pressure is nothing if not overwhelming.
How does he expect anyone to eat what they are so tense?
And Mel refuses to even look at him.
Considering he's the reason Mel's involved in this at all, I can understand not wanting to make eye contact.
I'm struggling to read.
Do you need a break?
Blah, blah, blah.
Do you need a break?
Yeah.
Alright,
I need like 5 minutes away from the screen.
yeah, we'll be right back. I know this is a really inopportune time to break, but otherwise you're just gonna blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
saw we.
So we will be right back. Enjoy the Gizmo.
Gizmo.
We are back!
Who?
Actually, you are back.
I am back.
You are back. I will be right back because I left something in the other room.
Uh-oh. He left something. I think I'm good. I have taken time away from the screen. I hopefully should be able to read properly now. Thank you, son.
I got a straw for my bottle of Gatorade so that I'm not rattling it around constantly
I see.
because I felt like it was distracting, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see if my straw fits. Kind of.
Barely.
Or even be in the same room. Are you not going to eat either? Don't worry, there's no poison in it. The thought never crossed my mind. Why would you think I would be concerned about my meal being poisoned? It was only a joke. I don't see the Lord anywhere. He's gone back to his manor. I thought you were his bodyguard. He's a lord, he has more than one guard. Well, why did you invite us to supper? Is there any reason I shouldn't have? There are plenty. Such as... like... I imagine anyone would feel a bit overwhelmed dining with the Lord's personal bodyguard. Like that. In fact, I'm surprised you knew each other at all. Let alone we're on good enough terms to share supper together. You haven't told this man anything, have you, Mel? Nothing. All I told him is that you were the Lord's bodyguard. I see. You want to know what kind of terms we're on? We're accomplices. Such a shame this is how your reunion had to turn out. We finally get to see him again only to learn he's a criminal. Wait, what are you... What crimes might you be referring to? Take a guess. What sort of atrocities do you think we're committing?
What is he doing? Why would he tell you that?
He wants to gauge my reaction, I assume. I have to choose my words carefully. I can't say too much. But I won't get anywhere by saying nothing either. How should I handle this? I have no idea. All I'm asking you to do is guess. Just say the first thing that comes to mind. You're putting me on the spot telling my friend is a criminal and asking me to guess his crime. Did you honestly think you would get any sort of answer out of me? You make a fair point. Then allow me to change the question. If you found out a friend of yours was a criminal, would you still be able to be their friend? That question make you uncomfortable too? Consider it a sort of sideshow to liven up our meal. Don't take it too seriously. It would depend on if they feel guilty about what they've done and if they have any intention of making penance for their crimes. And Mel, well, he's someone who would be ashamed of any wrongdoings he might or might not have participated in. I see. What about you? If you had done something you knew to be wrong, would you be ashamed? Would you make penance? Maybe. Maybe not. So, you know that chapter that you had to do that was basically just you talking?
Yeah.
I told you it was eventually going to come back and it was going to hit me.
It balances out.
Yep. You didn't believe me at the time, but do you believe me now?
Mm-hmm.
Because door 8 has been 90% me talking to myself.
Yeah. Teehee.
You have one hell of a friend here, Mel. Michael, that was your name, wasn't it? Do you have any other friends? I don't have, many, no. Any in this land? No, why do you ask? I don't have any friends here either. Or maybe I never had any at all.
Maybe he wants to be your friend.
Somehow I doubt that.
Yeah, I guess not.
Any family? It sounds to me like he's trying to figure out if anyone's gonna miss Michael if he murders him.
Yeah. That is what that sounds like.
I left home some time ago. Are they too far to visit regularly? Why do you want to know? I'm in a similar situation myself. I thought it might be nice to find some common ground. I find it difficult to take him at his word. So you made the long journey all the way out here just so you could see him. Thought I did. This is just a small detour in his travels. That's what you told me, isn't it? That's right. How very gracious of you to go so far out of your way for him. Oh, and Mel, I have a question for you as well. What kind of question? Think of it like a little game. You're standing on the edge of a cliff. On your left is your sister, on your right, him. They're both about to fall. You can only save one of them. Whose hand do you grab? Surely this isn't the first time you've heard this scenario proposed. It's not real, it's just hypothetical. Don't take it too seriously. Come on, it's just a game. You know that, right? You don't need to answer. As he said, I'm only here to see him. When I heard there was going to be a festival, I requested permission to remain until then. If that displeases you for any reason, I apologize. But hypothetical or not, a question like that makes it uncomfortable for everyone involved. Or are you trying to make him feel cornered? Not at all. It was merely a question. I never meant to make him uncomfortable. My apologies. Now I suppose I should take my leave, as it seems my presence makes it hard to enjoy the food. Relax. I'm not staying here tonight. I won't get in the way of your reunion anymore. You said you would be here until the Harvest Festival. They're supposed to be putting on quite an impressive event. Look forward to it. May I ask you one thing before you go? What do you think of the nun? Are you very close to her? I am not close to anyone. So, yeah, thank you. I was hoping to handle it better than that, but I just can't seem to keep it together around him. I'm really sorry. I can hardly blame you. Thanks. There's something really unsettling about him. I can't say I disagree. What was the deal with that question, anyway? The cliff one? Yeah. I think it's best if you don't linger on it. Any way you look at it, he had to be. Never mind. Anyway, keep your eye out. You probably want to be extra careful tonight. After all that, I'm scared he might be up to something. There's no saying where he actually went.
I'm with Mel. I have a bad feeling about what he might do.
After a conversation like that, you'd be crazy not to be on alert. That would be wise, yes. I plan to head straight back to my room. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Do you really think we'll be able to get his key? I still can't bring myself to believe there's anything between him and the Saintess. And the Lord's pretty much always inaccessible. Does the Lord say anything when you're all together? Such as? Anything at all. Something to give me an idea of what kind of person he is. Sorry, I've got nothing. I usually keep my mouth shut when I'm with them, and they hardly talk to each other either. I see. Sorry. I'm pretty sure you've already heard this, but the Lord is an incredibly suspicious man. I'm not sure he's capable of trusting anyone at all. So it's really not a situation where I can go up and ask him about his personal life. After several failed assassination attempts, among other things, he's just grown to be suspicious of everyone around him. If someone's walking up to him and he even thinks they might try something, that's all it takes for him to have them beheaded. As a person, his reputation is awful, but he has done a ton to improve the city's economy. So the merchants and artisans think he's alright. And out of curiosity, what's the Lord's name? Huh? Oh, you don't know that either? His name is Jean-Francois Barnier. What?
That name doesn't fit him at all.
Not one bit. He doesn't look like a Jean-Francois.
Could that mean he's not the Lord then?
No, the Lord's the only other person who did enough to earn Morgana's wrath to be on the receiving end of her reconstruction wish. It has to be him. But between this and the nun being named Marie, things are starting to get a bit muddled.
Hold on a second. I think I've heard the name Banya somewhere before.
There was a diary in the library when I lived in the mansion, as I recall. Written by someone named Barnier. Actually, now that I think about it, the same diary also showed up in Mel's next life. In it, he was complaining about having not gotten the larger of the family estates.
And a bad harvest, I think. That was one of the books your family sent you, right?
Actually, it was the one book they didn't. It was already in the library when I arrived.
You think he could have written it?
And here I thought it was just the scribblings of a disgruntled noble. If the book really is that old, I'm amazed it's in such good condition for so long. We can't be more than 100 years behind our own time, so it's not inconceivable it'd still be in good shape then. But Mel came back many hundreds of years after that. It's almost like it was frozen in time.
You know, I think time may actually have been stopped during the times the mansion wasn't present in the living world. I kept it clean, yes, but only one person going around dusting wouldn't be enough to keep it from falling into disrepair over hundreds of years.
Just what on earth is that mansion? Is it also part of Morgana's miracle? Well, what's the matter? You've just been standing there staring off into space. Oh, sorry, I got lost in thought. You seem to do that a lot. Just go off into your own world. I swear, you've got to be more absent-minded than me. That's not important, though, I guess. Anyway, I've been trying to think of ways I can help, but I'm sorry. I haven't been able to come up with anything. It's fine. I'm simply glad to have you by my side. Sure. Well, I should go back to my room. If you have any good ideas, let me know. I will. I should head back too. Oh, no choice?
No choice yet.
No choice yet.
I know we don't have much time, Michael, and that concerns you, but try not to agonise over it too much.
Sorry. After how well yesterday went, it just feels like we've come to a screeching halt. Honestly, I'm having trouble processing everything.
How about, for now, we just focus on the immediate issues?
I suppose.
To start with, we're going to want to talk to the nun again tomorrow. We might have an easier time of it if we brought Mel or Nellie along. She'd probably be more inclined to believe us about the observation tower if it came from them.
That might work. Though it presents another potential problem. What if she doesn't believe them? It could put the two of them at risk. And there's also the chance she's not involved with the swordsman after all, as she claims. In which case, convincing her doesn't get us any closer to getting the truth out of him. Maybe it would be better to approach it from the Lord's.
Did you hear that? It came from over by the window. Maybe it's a cat.
I'll go check. Huh? Damn it, there's someone in there.
Hi, it's a ghost. There's a ghost out there. Get away from the window. Hurry, you don't want it to possess you.
Calm down. Your scream startled me far more than anything.
How am I supposed to calm down? We have to go find Mel and get another room. We can't stay in this one any longer. No way.
I don't think it was a ghost. In fact, I'm going after them.
What? No, you can't be serious. Michael.
He going.
He gone.
I'm pretty sure they went this way.
Well, let's go back to the mansion. You're chasing a ghost. You're out of your mind.
You know, now that I think about it, she's essentially a ghost herself, afraid of another ghost. I think I saw movement in the bushes over there. Is this the one? God, you found me!
Is that who I think it is?
Be a good boy and pretend you never saw me. Got it? I'm off. Hold on.
Go after her.
Stop, please. I want to talk to you. You stop. Why are you chasing me? For the record, I wasn't breaking in for nefarious reasons. So you don't need to take me to the guards. I'm not gonna report you. All I want is to talk. I've got nothing to say to you. Well, I do, so please stop. What's your deal anyway? You some kind of creep. No. How the hell is a man chasing a woman down a dark road not a creep? As if you look any less suspicious. Screw off and stop chasing me, damn it. Then stop running. Just some woman.
Is someone there?
Perfect. Help! Please, I'm being chased by a strange man. Actually, wait, it might not be some woman. I think I know who it is.
Oh,
You don't get to know.
I don't get to know.
What are you? He's gonna do terrible things to me.
Is this as bad as it looks?
It's worse.
What's going on here?
Wait a minute, don't do anything rash. I can explain, I'm completely innocent.
Maria?
Well then.
Things are suddenly looking better for us.
So it would seem.
What are you doing here, Maria?
What are you... Is that you, Pauline?
What, they know each other? And she called her...
So I was right, that is your name.
That is my earthly name. It is not who I am now. I am Marie. I no longer go by that name.
Marie, that's your name? That's a fucking laugh. You joking?
I am not.
And that outfit, you become a nun or something? That part of the gag? That's why you call yourself Marie, huh? Name suits you a hell of a lot better than me. The Virgin Mary's namesake grows up to be a whore, while the sweet little Pauline grows up to be a genuine Virgin Mary. What do you say? Want to take my earthly name and I'll take yours?
You don't have to be so crude.
This seems like it could go south very quickly. That reminds me, I heard word that there was a saintess or whatever at the church. Is that you? A saintess, huh?
That's just what people call me. I don't actually consider myself a saint.
Pure as ever, I see. If it were me, I'd let them put me up on that pedestal and bask in their worship for a while. Then swipe all the tides and get the hell out.
You're unbelievable, Maria.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't take what I say so seriously.
What did you come here for, Maria?
That's what whores do, we come and go. We're anywhere and everywhere, and then we're gone.
You do realize this is a church, right?
I know, sacred ground, no place for dirty old prostitutes like me. I'm going to hell, yada yada.
I didn't say that. I'm just... I would prefer if you refrain from working on church property.
I was on my way out, in fact. But then that white-haired dude came after me. I do believe you tried to break into my room first. What? You keep your mouth shut.
You tried to break in? What for?
What's it matter what for? I'm a whore. Maybe someone hired me. Or maybe I came up to pillage the tithe box. Was it the Lord? Is that who you came to see?
Huh?
Why would you assume the Lord of all people? There are plenty of other men in need of my services. I thought there might be something between you two. There's nothing between us.
Everyone's denying their connections to each other. So, since you're here, Maria, do you want to stop by my place for a bit?
So you can grill me about what I'm here for?
No, I will admit I'm curious, but if you don't want to talk about it, I won't try and force you. We just haven't seen each other in so long. I'm sure we've got plenty to catch up on. Come on, surely you can stay for tea at least.
They don't call you the saintess for nothing, huh? I don't know why that word's so hard for me.
It's such an awkward word.
It really is. You'll even invite a whore into your house for friendly chit-chat.
I wish you'd stop calling me that. You're an old friend who I haven't seen in years. It's only natural to want to catch up, is it not?
They're old friends. Not sure that exactly applies to us, you know. But sure, why not? Though, to tell you the truth, I have no idea what the hell we'd even talk about, so I'll agree to come on one condition. White hair here comes with. Who, me?
You can't let this opportunity go. Now that we know the nun is Pauline, we might be able to get more out of her.
Stretch.
Big stretch.
Oh, that's fair, but still.
I'm not sure how comfortable I am bringing a man into the house with only girls.
And I'm not sure how comfortable I am with going. What's the big deal? You afraid he might turn feral?
No, I just...
He ain't that kind of guy. You've got nothing to worry about. You seem to trust me quite a bit for someone you just met. Not so much trust, more like the air you give off. Air? You don't look like you've got the balls to do it. That's definitely something to say, I guess. What did you just say? Damn it. That stings way worse than she has any way of knowing.
Don't let it get to you. There's nothing you could do about that.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get your butts moving.
Okay.
I'm not sure I like where this is going. Giselle's right, though. This could be a good chance to get some new information. Ah! What is it?
I just remembered.
Something vital?
She called me a creep. In the third door, she kept calling me a creep. It just occurred to me now that she was talking about me like that behind my back. I can't believe she would do that.
Let it slide for now. It's something she does in the future, after all.
I'm not a creep, am I?
Well, considering what you were like at the time, I really can't blame her for thinking that.
Oh, I wish I could erase that phase of my life entirely.
I have things that I've said and I've done in the past, and I feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's like, I wouldn't change anything that got me to the point where I met you at, but there are things after that that I'm like, oh my god, I really can't believe I did that. What the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
The fuck was I thinking? Not much.
Not much.
Not much.
Even I get shivers thinking of the maid me.
Honestly, I don't think it was that bad myself.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Please do. That maid outfit, though, is quite alright. Ooh.
Oh, Michael likes the maid outfit.
Oh, hello, dearest Michael. What brings you here so late? Did you come to see me?
Who's the pipsqueak?
She lives here. I took her in. Oh, it's a strange lady. And she's wearing almost nothing. Are you not cold in that?
Girl, you don't make it in this business worrying about the cold.
What kind of work do you do? Your clothes are really pretty colours. Like something a princess would wear.
In a way, I'm kind of like a princess. A wicked princess who goes around
Maria, she does not need to hear that.
Oh, what's the fuss? I'm just giving her a glimpse of the real world.
And do you think now is the time for that?
This isn't awkward or anything. Also, what's this dearest Michael crap about? You two a thing or something? Seems a bit young for you. No, that's just what she calls me.
That's what I call my brothers. He's my number 2 brother, but we're not related. My real brother is back at the church. He's got the same colour hair as me and we look alike.
Oh, really? Must be a pretty good looking fella if he's related to you.
Of course he is. I wouldn't let him be my brother if he didn't look good.
Jesus, Melly. Nelly.
That's quite the assertion, Nelly.
It's so lively in here.
I am stranded in uncharted territory.
Oh, I bet you're as stiff as a board out there. Relax.
Wait. Stiff as a
Deep
board how?
breaths.
Stiff as a board how, Giselle?
Oh, Giselle.
You're asking the impossible.
Alright, well, sit down and make yourself comfortable, everyone. I'll go make some tea and something to snack on while I'm in there. It's a girls' night in. This will be so fun. Why is Michael here though?
You have no idea how much I wish I knew. That's not important. But you know what is? 3 girls, 1 guy. That's gotta be rough.
Actually, make that 4 girls. Why would that be rough?
Tell me, you've got 3 girls in 1 room. What do you think they're gonna be talking about?
Love, romance.
And there he sits, all alone in a pink cloud of girl talk.
That sounds uncomfortable.
And we get to watch him twist and squirm.
That sounds like fun.
Michael's like, I thought we were friends.
I thought we were friends.
What do they think I am, their plaything? I didn't just sense you smiling too, did I?
Oh no, not at all. I was just thinking I feel kind of bad for you.
Why don't I believe you? We don't have time for this. Morgana's still locked up in the tower even as we speak.
I get where you're coming from, but I don't think this will turn out to be a waste of time. All 3 of them have ties to the men with their keys. We could very well learn something from the conversation that could lead to a breakthrough. So, I say we participate, see where it goes. What's this? Already friends, you two? Yep, I like this new lady a lot.
She's a sweet little girl, what's not to love?
You know, that kind of makes me jealous. It took you a long time to warm up to me, Nelly. What? No, it didn't. I don't think. I don't know. It felt to me like you were keeping your distance. Well, you know, it's not easy to work up the courage to talk to a real life saint. Oh, Nelly, you know it's not that big a deal. I'm not even a real saint. So, what's the conversation? Love! Romance!
How about your taste in guys?
Oh. Do you have anyone? A crush? A special someone? You do, don't you? I am a servant of God the Father. So, no, I do not have anyone. Oh, come on. We won't tell. Promise. Forbidden love. So romantic. So exciting. You know, I think you should go first, Nelly. I like princely boys. My brother is the closest thing to my ideal. Oh, and I mean my real brother.
You don't say.
And you, Maria? What kind of guys do you like?
Me, I like a nice, subservient man. Someone who knows I'm in charge. Subtlety isn't her strong suit, huh?
Why not someone you can always count on? Or encouraging and supportive? Or sweet and kind? Someone like that would be...
Guys like that. Oh.
Don't choke.
Sorry, I saw tween and I laughed.
Queen.
Guys like that only light you little tween girls' fires. Things get a little more complicated as you get older. Life stops being quite so simple. Really, because that's the way that Nelly was talking about, like, that's the kind of guy I like.
Mm-hmm.
If you want someone who'll make a daily load of shit a bit easier to swallow.
Really? I'm not sure I want to grow up anymore.
Though I guess that's partly a result of who I am, so who knows, maybe you'll have it a little better.
I hope so. Okay, now it's your turn, Sister Marie. Me? I suppose I could tell you who my favourite angels are. No, it has to be someone real. You have to have someone. I already told you. And there's someone else who hasn't gone yet. I can go after that, can't I?
But who else is there? You know, that's not a half bad idea.
Agreed. I want to know too. No dodgy answers either. What kind of girl do you like, Michael?
What? You're not supposed to bring me into the conversation. Lighten up, loosen up, and let us have it. It's a very complicated personal matter. Then how about we make things simple and turn it into a choice? A choice? Of the three of us, who ticks the most boxes on your complicated taste? The chat can pick the answer, but you are not allowed to pick Nelly. You can pick either of the Maries or the other option that's going to give us. You cannot pick Nelly because we will not pick Nelly.
No.
Don't think too hard about it. Just pick one. Me. The teeny tiny one. Or the nun. Who'll it be? What on earth have I gotten myself into? The way they're all staring at me. I'm not getting out of this. Alright, chat, you got any answers you want?
We can pick Maria, Pauline, I already have someone, or I'm not interested in women. Shall I make a poll?
Yes, make a poll. I'm not gonna lie, I'm stuck between I already have someone and I'm not interested in women.
Yeah. Gay. Sun says gay.
Gay, okay.
Okay. Gay option.
I'm not interested in women.
Michael, are you?
No. I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, big spirit. Yes, big spirit. Oops, sorry.
Big spit. I only said it because I thought it would be disrespectful to you to choose any of them. Hence, I'm not interested.
I kind of get what you were trying to say, yes. But your choice of words is really asking to be misinterpreted.
And it was, by the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, you swing that way?
I'm sorry for putting you in such an uncomfortable position. No, you're not going after my mail, are you, Michael?
Everyone except Maria is so disgusted.
Yeah.
Maria's just like, oh, you're gay, cool.
Yeah.
What?
What did I tell you? That's why you wanted to get close to him, isn't it? No, that's impure. The two of you together in each other's arms, roses sprouting up all around you.
Slow down, Nelly.
Hello. That may be better than him putting his hands all over some strange girl.
Stop, please.
It would mean I could keep both my brothers around for twice the pampering. That actually sounds really nice.
Alright, well, Nellie's on board now.
Nellie's on board.
For the love of fuck, please stop fantasizing about it.
Oh, I know. First we need to buy a new house. One where you can have a room to yourself so I can stay out of the way.
Stop it! You're gonna make me sick!
Huh? You mean you don't like Nell then?
Absolutely not.
What about, the bodyguard?
Oh, Pauline.
Oh, Pauline has opinions.
Oh,
She has opinions. She lit
Never.
up. She lit up. She has opinions.
never.
The Lord himself?
Oh, no, please, I don't like any of them. I already have a partner. So I'm not interested in anyone else. And this partner is a man. She's a woman. You know, I might have not had the best reaction at first, but to be honest, I'm pretty okay with it. It can be hard keeping it bottled up when you're around others. So just know you've got me, you can be yourself around. Look at Maria, an ally.
An ally.
Are you even listening to me?
Love can take many forms.
She's fucking disgusting.
She is.
Pauline is so over this. She's like, you're disgusting, get out of my house.
Get out of my house.
You too?
I'll be happy to help you if you change your mind about Mel.
I can't take this anymore.
I do feel bad for you, but you did kind of bring this on yourself.
Well, was that everything you wanted, son? Ugh.
Now that Michael's answered, it's your turn. What? Do I really have to? You do. Everyone else has answered. Like I said, I don't have anyone. Oh, don't forget about the tea I made. It's going to get cold. Anyway, I'm more interested in catching up with you, Maria. than talking
Changing
about
the
boys.
subject.
What happened after you left?
Maria's not impressed.
Alright, sure. We can talk about that. An orphanage. Yep, neither of us had parents or a family, so we were raised in an orphanage. But beyond the second door, Pauline had a family and seemed to be quite well off. I guess that's not the case here.
So you grew up together then? Sister Marie's never told me about her childhood before. I don't like to talk about the past.
Not the best of memories after all. I'd say we're both lucky we made it this far in life. You still keep in touch with that shit heap of a director?
No, don't talk about him like that. He's not a bad person.
Yeah, I know. In your mind, everyone's not a bad person.
He isn't, really. But yes, he stops by occasionally to check in. He was the one who set me on the path to becoming on.
He was always fond of you, perfect little angel you were.
I doubt he liked me any more than anyone else.
Compared to you, I was a damn gremlin.
You were a naughty girl, weren't you, Maria?
The naughtiest girl around. Wink. Wink, wank, wonk. I'd throw rocks at the walls, making all these little holes, and one time I even filled the director's shoes with dog shit. That would make anyone angry. I wasn't always a little twat, mind you. The directors either loved you or hated you. There was no middle ground. And if he didn't like you, life was hell. He'd make you go without supper, or force you to sleep outside, shit like that.
That's awful. I had no idea he was doing that to you. You could have said something.
Like, that would have made a difference. You adored the damn director. You never would have believed me over him. Once you put your trust in someone, you refuse to believe they would be anything less than perfect. Well, that's not good for us, is it?
Are you okay?
Yes. Oh.
Don't choke.
I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, that works well for us, doesn't it? She trusts someone. She doesn't believe anything that's bad that's said about them ever.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof.
Completely blinded by faith.
I don't.
You do. The only reason you're willing to believe me now is because it's been so long, and because there are other people here.
This would probably be a good time to step in, Michael. Change the subject to something. I feel kind of bad for her.
So how long were you two together?
Until we were around 10, I think. Does that sound about right?
Sounds about right, yeah. I got fed up with everything and ran off. Ended up in a brothel. Been a whore ever since. It's been, what, 10 years now? I'm practically a veteran.
Did you like life at the brothel better than the orphanage, Maria?
Between the two, I'd take the brothel any day. There I've got friends and colleagues.
I was clearing my throat.
Oh, I thought you had thoughts, opinions.
No. I don't have opinions.
I was about to say, we respect all work boots in this house.
Yes.
All work boots, Spirit.
All work boots. I mean, I'm not thrilled that she was 10
No.
and there, but at this point, sure.
Pile more on the shit heap, why don't they? Also, can we just talk about how fucking hot she is? Look at her.
She is here. Mwah.
Like, in the characters in this game, I want you to list your top 3, as far as like looks. Okay. Mine are gonna have to be Yukimasa, Maria, Giselle. In that order.
Fair. I would go. Do they have to be in any particular order?
You can list them in whatever order you want. I listed mine in order because I've thought about this long and hard.
Okay, in no particular order, I would go Yukimasa, Maria, and Michael.
It's fair. See, Michael is my number 4.
I see.
But it's because I love Maria and her sass so fucking much. Yukimasa is an attractive guy with a knife. Of course, I'm going for him.
Yeah.
He's an attractive man with a knife, and if the lovely little red blade underneath my bed says anything, I love knife play. So, you know. And then Giselle and Michael almost tie for me, but I have to go Giselle.
Mm.
She's slightly more attractive to me, and I couldn't even tell you why.
I would say Giselle would be my number 4 because Michael is slightly more attractive to me.
That's fair. Almost choking. There I've got friends and colleagues. Although I did lose a bunch of them 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
I remembered hearing word of a brothel raided by bandits around that same time. Was that where you worked, Maria?
Yep, and what a nightmare it was. I mean, why the hell would you raid a whorehouse? Why not go after some noble's estate, or the damn lord for that matter? A brothel raided by bandits. 4 years ago. What's the matter? Trying to make those forehead wrinkles permanent? I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm beginning to think Maria may have had some contact with Morgana in life as well.
Oh?
4 years ago would make Morgana 12. And where was she then?
Oh.
I have a question for you, Maria. Was there a girl by the name of Morgana at the brothel? You know Morgana? So my suspicion was right. Yeah, Morgana was there. Me and the other girls looked after her together. But after the bandits razed the place, I never saw her again. What a travesty that was. It was chaos. Only a handful of us even survived. I figured she'd been killed or sold off somewhere. But if you know her, that means she's alive, right? Oh, that's great to hear. I've been so worried about her ever since.
Michael, Morgana's the saintess's name, isn't it? That's what you told me.
Huh? Saintess? That's right, Nellie. That's indeed the name of the person who performed your miracle.
And she's locked up in the tower now.
Locked up?
You told Nellie all that nonsense too, Michael? It's not nonsense. Mel told me everything. It's all true. He feels terrible about what he's done, but he can't set her free by himself. Now you two. We need the other two keys. The Lord has one and his bodyguard has another. After learning the truth, I knew I had to tell you. But I was too afraid you wouldn't believe me. And if you didn't believe me, something bad might happen to Mel. It's not good to tell lies, Nellie. And the same goes for your brother as well. What? The Lord stores his valuables in that tower. That's why it's locked up and you can't get in. Or are all three of you after his wealth? Of course not. And you, Michael, you need to stop planting these strange suspicions and...
See, this is exactly what I was talking about. You haven't changed one fucking bit. You won't even give someone the time of day when they're saying anything that contradicts someone you've decided to trust. Can the, watchtower was it? Can you not bust the door down? I'm still lost as hell here. But the long and short of it is Morgana might be in the tower. She is, yes. It might be possible to break down the door with a dozen or so people to help, but that's infeasible. Besides, opening the door isn't our only objective. So we need these other keys too. Correct.
It's not true. He would never do that to someone. People think he's scary and mean, but they're wrong.
Oh,
He's a sweet, respectable man. He would never lock up an innocent girl.
Even though everyone else is saying he would.
If I don't believe in him, then who will?
So you are more than acquaintances. If you really have that much faith in his goodness, then tell us that after you've seen what he's done.
Dun dun dun. She let it slip. She let the mask slip.
Ooh.
She a liar. What happened to not telling lies, Pauline?
She's secretly Kokichi in disguise. If you don't know who Kokichi is, you don't have to worry about it. It's fine. He's not going to become important at any point. Definitely not on a Friday. About 2 games from now.
No. 3 games.
Oh, that's right. We are playing Ultra Despair Girls. I keep forgetting we're playing that one.
Mm-hmm.
Pauline. You're mad.
You're made man. Assuming, hypothetically, there really is someone in the tower. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm a nun. I have no real authority here. I'm just a pretty face.
Nevertheless, he started this to help you. So if you tell him to stop, he might actually listen.
Please, Sister Marie, help us set the scientists free.
Your ability to trust someone so completely is actually pretty amazing. But if you let it turn into blind faith, it'll come back and bite you in the ass.
Could I please ask the two of you to leave?
An old friend of mine might be held prisoner right now. And you expect me to just scamper on home?
Go.
She's a little too innocent, perhaps. But I don't think her faith is entirely blind. You're a woman who is capable of making decisions for herself. I know you are. Yes, you've placed your complete faith in one man, but that hasn't stopped you from considering what you should do with your own life. You were never short-sighted.
We only met yesterday. What could you possibly know about me? Give me some time. Until tomorrow. Time to think about what to do.
As you wish. So, is that all really true? It is. How do you know any of that, though? Because What story should I go with this time? Should I use the letter again? Forget it, that's not important. The pipsqueak ain't one to go throwing around accusations like that for shits. Point is, I'll take your word for it. And if we get this door open and it turns out there's no one there, no harm done. So you believe me? You're not lying, are you? No, I'm not. Then that's that. Frustrating part is, winning over the horror isn't going to get you very far towards fixing anything. That's not true. Just knowing you believe me is reassuring. If you say so. Could I ask you something? You did come here in search of the Lord, didn't you? He has the third key, without which we can't get into the tower. And my gut tells me you're the one who's going to make that possible. Why would you think that? Because you have a very strong connection to him. You may think I sound crazy, but your souls are inextricably bound together. Our souls don't even joke. I know how it sounds, but that's the only way. Okay, you got me. I'm done lying. You're right, I came here looking for the Lord. There's rumors going around saying that he's been seen coming in and out of the church here. So I figured I'd take the opportunity to cave his fucking skull in. You what? What you gonna do about it? Call the guards on me? No, I won't. But tell me, why do you want to kill him? Why? What, are you not from around here? Well, you should know that he's one hell of an aggressive ruler. Yes. She great.
She is great, yeah.
She is amazing.
Yes. I like this version of her significantly more.
Yeah. Though to be fair, she had her reasons for being the way she was the first time we saw her.
She did, yeah.
Like, she shouldn't have hurt the white-haired girl. Like, her fucking over the white-haired girl was a shitty thing to do. But,
Yeah.
she had her reasons for wanting to hurt Jacopo. I mean, Jean-Francois. I mean, the guy.
The dude, the man.
The man with two names.
Yeah.
And the two names that definitely won't be important later.
I see.
I won't deny he's done wonders for the economy. The city's a great place to be if you're a merchant. Taxes are lower than anywhere else, and all you need is enough money and you can buy citizenship. But for the people who lived there our whole lives, the poor, the peasants, those who need the most help, it's only getting harder to stay afloat. The gap's getting bigger by the day. While the main street's looking lavish and lively, people are literally starving to death in the back streets. He tore down the vineyard that's been going around for generations to make room for more shops. And sure, you can import some damn fine wine from some other city. But where does that leave everyone who can't afford it? That reminds me, in the third door, he ran some other company's factory out of business for his own profit. Different businesses, same practices. Giselle? The merchants, especially those who came from other cities, getting treated like kings, but the Lord still has plenty of enemies. I see. So you're someone who doesn't think highly of him, then? Pretty much. What would killing one man accomplish, though? Not much, probably. It'd make me feel a hell of a lot better, though. Do you not actually know the Lord in person, then? I've met him before, so I know who to look for. But that's about it. There's none of this, what did you call it? Inextricably linked souls crap going on. No fucking thank you. Maria says she met him, and Morgana mentioned seeing prostitutes at the Lord's Manor when she was first taken there. Could she have been one of them then? Changing the subject to something, something I wanted to ask you about, Pauline. Huh? Frankly, her being a nun doesn't make a damn lick of sense to me. What do you mean? I mean, this isn't what she wanted with her life. When we were kids at the orphanage, she wasn't exactly this pillar of faith. We said grace before meals, but that's only because those are the rules, all ceremony, nothing more to it. She appears to be quite devout to me. I'm thinking something had to have made her that way, forced her into the role. The girl I knew was pretty unexceptional. Had her head in the clouds, though, so we never really got along. But she was always talking about how when she left the orphanage, she'd find the perfect man, fall in love, and get married. You could practically see the hearts in her eyes. They'd buy a comfortable house, have a few kids, maybe get a dog. It would be a happy family, warm, peaceful. And every time she told me this, I'd snort and tell her she needed to get herself a more original dream, at which point she'd start crying and calling me mean. Wow, Maria's impressively jaded 10-year-old girl. She was a girl in love with love. And now she's a bloody nun? I guess it kind of makes sense as an extension of her unwavering trust deck. But I mean, come on. Surely she could have chosen someone better to put her trust in. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, as unreceptive as she was back there, she wasn't doing it maliciously. Not that I have any right to defend her after all the shit I gave her. You know, you're making it hard to tell whether you like her or not. Don't think too hard about it. Just sticking up for an old acquaintance. Anyway, I think I'll head back. As concerned as I am about Morgana, there ain't much I can do. Guards aren't gonna believe the ramblings of some whore, especially not when she's making some accusations about the damn Lord. That part's gonna be a real bitch, I figure. If there's anything I can do, let me know. You can find me at the brothel in town. Well, I'm off. It's late. I'm not sure how safe it is for you to be wandering around in the dark alone. Maybe I should accompany you? Don't worry, this is my home turf. And besides, if someone did attack, I'm pretty sure I could outrun you. And overpower you at that. The worst part is she's probably right. But I think we can stop here. We can give people a lovely choice and see yet another way for Michael to die next stream.
Yeah.
Also, I have reason to believe that next stream we will be getting an achievement.
Oh, achieve.
If I've done things right.
The sun is not happy.
You are not happy? Oh, well, you know how you can be happy. You can show up next Wednesday, and within the first 5 minutes, you'll get to see Michael die, like you very much want to. Oh, you don't want the more die?
No more die.
Well, you can see the option where he doesn't die, then. See, there's options for everybody. Options for everybody.
Options for everyone.
You want Michael dead? Great, options for you. You want Michael alive? Well, there's the main story. So, you know.
Yeah.
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 How do you feel about this this lovely little stopping point on a choice?
Angie.
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 Dun dun dun.
I mean Angie, but like, are you really that Angie?
No.
Aw, son is Angie. He furious.
Furious. It's okay, son. Big man.
I almost hit raid to the wrong fucking channel.
Oh.
I would be scared raiding somebody who's got 2,000 people watching them.
Yeah.
But oh, there's so many people. Oh, I didn't mean to almost misclick. Oh my god, I actually gave myself a slight heart attack. Anyway, tomorrow we've got Resident Evil. Friday we've got Danganronpa. Saturday, dealer's choice. Who fucking knows? I know, and I'm the one who makes the rules. So, fuck knows.
You've ended up kind of stuck on Maria's voice, and it's so funny.
I get stuck on her voice whenever I do her.
Mm-hmm.
I get horribly stuck on her voice. I'm gonna be like this the next couple of hours. I mean, unless I get stuck in my Maria voice, I get stuck in my hero voice as well.
Yeah.
And I get stuck in the Mickey Mouse voice whenever I try and do it.
Uh-huh.
So like the Mickey Mouse one is because I start stimming with it and I can't drop it. But the rest of them is because I get my voice up to this point unless I force it somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It's a voice I'm very used to talking in. So it just kind of...
It's just funny.
It is funny. But anyway, yeah, I make all the rules, but I don't know what we're doing Saturday. Fuck knows. We are expecting to have a guest Friday and Saturday streams, provided that they happen. There's apparently supposed to be scattered showers and storms and stuff this week. People are losing power in other parts of town, so if we lose power, we obviously will not be here. If we get caught in really bad traffic because of flooding, we will not be here. But otherwise, we should be here. And Friday and Saturday, we should have a guest. She will be lying on the floor like a weirdo, but she'll be here.
She'll be here.
Probably. Unless she's gotten bored and fucked up somewhere else in the house. I feel like she'll definitely be here for Friday.
Yeah.
But for Saturday, don't know. Depends on what we pick.
Yeah.
She likes staying in Rumpus, so she'll probably be around for Friday, but fuck knows if she's gonna get bored and wander off on Saturday. Fuck knows. Anyway, we've got Lady Chaos VTuber to raid. She is playing Borderlands. I fucking love that game. We're not gonna accidentally raid the person that I almost accidentally raided. We're going to Lady Chaos VTuber.
Yes.
Anyway, so keep it creepy.
Keep it weird.
I almost fucking did it again, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god.
Keep it creepy.
Keep it weird.
And most importantly, stay queer.
And raid the right person.
Yeah, raid the right person. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.